Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning on in to our Valley News Now broadcast this morning. I wish I was able to show you something on this sky cam, but you can't really see anything. Little foggy out there this morning, and I think a little, maybe a little bit of an understatement. Hello, and thank you so much for joining us this morning. My name's Alex Larson. So we're going to kick things off this morning by starting off with what we're looking at weather-wise. We got a first alert weather day today, and we want to make sure you're prepared. So I'm going to hop on over to our website and share my screen with you quick here. All right, here we go. I'm over on the Valley News Live homepage here, where I'm going to hop on over to the weather tab, and we're going to see meteorologist Lisa Green just updating this for us. It's trending drier most of next week. However, you can see down on the bottom of your screen here and also up here, we got a first alert weather day today, also through tomorrow. So lots to be aware of. If you are heading out to WeFest or you are already there, that is going to be a little concerning. So if you're camping outside in a tent, you're going to want to have a plan on what you're going to do when/if this severe weather hits. So again, it's going to be late afternoon to that one's for Friday. Tonight's going to be sunny and warm afternoon, severe storms late from west to east. And then Friday, severe storms late afternoon to overnight. So I'm going to click here on the 11-day planner. Saturday's going to look good, a little breezy, sitting at 80 degrees though. And check this out, for today and tomorrow, we're almost to 90 degrees. So it's going to be a hot one out there. Next week, like we just said, meteorologist Lisa Green had updated for us. It's trending drier, and you can see that on this 11-day planner here. But remember, we will keep you in the know with everything you need to know over on our VNN weather app. It's a great tool to use, especially as we continue to take on severe weather. Our First Alert Storm team can follow you wherever you go to get you on-demand accurate forecasts for your ability to keep you and your family safe, especially as we take on this severe weather. Free in the App Store. Be sure to download that. Moving on to our news portion of this segment, we got continuing coverage of the deadly Sunday that we experienced here in Fargo. The chief announcing a third potentially deadly incident. That one just an hour after 3 people were shot downtown. Another man was nearly beaten to death a couple blocks away. So I'm having a little bit of trouble getting this up on my screen, but I'm going to go over to a Facebook page here. We're going to take the city of Fargo Police Department's Facebook page here, and we'll be able to zoom on in, okay? Take a look at your screen as I zoom in here. So Fargo police are looking for these 2 guys. They confirmed the other 2 deadly shootings Sunday morning, but they maintain that these 2, they're wanted for assault, and they're not connected to the shootings. So just after 3 a.m. in the 300 block of Broadway North, a 55-year-old Fargo man was beaten. He remains in critical condition, and you can see here again, this is who you're looking for. A little bit blurry down here, but at least we've got some photos. If you know anything about these guys, you're encouraged to contact Fargo PD. That phone number is going to be 701-241-5777. You can see it right there as well. You can also send an anonymous tip if you choose to do that. You can do that by texting keyword Fargo PD and your tip to 847-411. We've got these up on our website as well. If you do have any information, be sure to share that with police. And we also learned that yesterday, Sheriff Jesse Johnner, he was on vacation during that assault, and we know that departments were providing mutual aid for each other during the 2 homicides that Fargo police were undertaking. So the assault, the 2 Cass County Sheriff's deputies responded to that assault while the victim was being loaded into the ambulance, and they left to take another call. Authorities say no report was made, and it wasn't on any law enforcement agency's radar until the victim's family called Fargo police. Sheriff Jesse Johnner speaking with us about why we're learning about this just days later.
In my assessment of what occurred, I think that there was a little bit of breakdown in communication between our agency and the Fargo Police Department, mostly on our end of things, because we responded to the situation.
So Sheriff Johnner told us he returned last night and reviewed body cam footage and dispatch logs. He says he also hammered down on his crew needing to be better when helping other agencies going forward.
get better when we come in and assist other agencies at gathering that information and then cooperating with the initial jurisdictional agency to determine or to make sure that that information gets passed along to them.
So Fargo Police will be the lead investigation on this assault. Police also say they are still looking for 20-year-old Tyreek Jones. He's wanted in connection to the shooting. Again, the alleged killer's been on the run going on 5 days now. Police have given no indication where he may be, though. If you do have any information on where Jones may be, you're encouraged to get in touch with Fargo Police. Again, that phone number is going to be 701-241-5777. One more time, you can also contact Fargo PD by submitting an anonymous tip. You can text keyword Fargo PD and your tip. That's to 847-411. We have all that information available on our website as well. And the man arrested on gun charges tied to the downtown shooting, but not the shooting itself. He was in court yesterday for his arraignment. So I'm talking about Kenji Moses here. Police said in an earlier news conference that police spotted Kenji Moses near one of the victims holding a gun. They say he got into a car as a passenger and then rode off. Police later identifying a different person as the suspected shooter. We now know that that is Tyreek Jones as well. We also know that Moses was later arrested at his home. Court documents say he was cursing at officers and laughing most of the time. They say they seized a gun without a serial number. That's also called a ghost gun. They found that at his home. And they also say that Moses wasn't even allowed to have any guns because of previous drug and alcohol related charges. Moving on, one man arrested in connection with Sunday's pair of deadly shootings had an arraignment yesterday. So we this time are going to talk about Ciandre Douglas. So Fargo police say evidence tied Douglas to the murder of 20-year-old Elijah Hughes. That shooting took place around 2:30 a.m. Sunday in the 4700 block of 16th Avenue South. He is also tied to two additional shootings, shooting-related investigations in Fargo, one on July 6th, that other one's on July 22nd. So here he is at his arraignment. He appeared in court for the first time yesterday. Bail set at $1 million. Now, Douglas has not been formally charged with murder, though he is booked on that. Yesterday's appearance was in relation to one of two shooting investigations police say he was part of in the last month. So if you remembered that July 22nd incident that caused Essentia Health on 32nd to go into lockdown, a witness told police she was on her apartment balcony when she saw a car drive by a group of men in the parking lot and open fire. A man was hit in the leg. Officers say Douglas fired 13 shots from that vehicle, 8 of those hitting the building. He's charged with reckless endangerment and aggravated assault for the drive-by incident. And Fargo City Commissioners, some of them continuing to call for the Fargo Police Chief's job following the handling of Sunday's deadly shootings. Valley News Team's Ethan Kramer sat down with commissioners, and he's got more.
If you had a vote of confidence, he does not have my confidence to continue on as the chief of police.
Calls have been made by 2 Fargo City Commissioners who are calling for the Fargo Police Chief David Zabolski to step down.
It was almost like he was intentionally trying to get fired. It was like everything not to do when an emergency happens.
The calls for Zabolski's job come following how they believe he handled Sunday's deadly shooting.
After seeing what has transpired and learning more and more about the happenings, that it's just time to say goodbye and move on.
Zabolski didn't release a statement for 15 hours and waited to hold the press conference 36 hours after the shootings.
That was unacceptable, and to me, for the city, I was contacted by citizens. They didn't know what to do, what was going on, and so at 2 in the morning we should have had some kind of conference.
Pepcorn says if Zabolski doesn't resign before the next city commission meeting, he will put forward a request to have him removed from his position. Turnberg doesn't anticipate Zabolski to resign.
I heard him today state that he feels he should remain in his position. I disagree, and quite frankly, it's not his call to make.
Mayor Mahoney told me he plans to sit down with Cebulski soon to discuss his future. In Fargo, Ethan Kramer, Valley News Live.
So the next City Commission meeting is set for Monday, August 18th. Also, the City of Fargo's communication team is also under investigation amid that fallout. That's according to Commissioner Dave Pepcorn, though he's not aware of who's leading the probe or what exactly they are looking into. So, Fargo Chief Communications Officer Greg Schilderberger says he's not aware of the specifics of the claim, but says, in part, he wants to acknowledge the commitment and the dedication of the City of Fargo's communications and governmental affairs team. For nearly a decade, their team members have navigated unprecedented challenges amid several tragic events and have done so tirelessly and with professionalism. Now, we'll keep you updated on this investigation as we here at Valley News Live continue to learn more. And it is the weekend. We're going to end this on some good news here. It's a weekend some wait for all year. It's WeFest. Despite Mother Nature possibly bringing some severe storms, I know I said we're going to end it on a good note, and then I bring up severe storms. Sorry about that. Those at WeFest say they're ready for nothing but fun, music, and safety. With most of Sioux Pass Ranch's infrastructure permanent, WeFest says it helps to make things easier when severe weather hits. Owner Matt Methune says they try to wait out the weather and allow artists to go on once it passes, even if it gets a little late. Well, that's about all I got for you here on this Thursday morning. Remember, you can find this streaming on Facebook, YouTube. You can find it streaming on our website as well. We've got a lot of different avenues for you to get a hold of this. So we're able to break our morning recap down for you and keep you updated with everything you need to know. In the meantime, though, get a reminder to download that VNN News and Weather app so we're able to keep you in the know with all the breaking news and weather updates to keep you and your family safe and informed. Again, that's all I got for you. I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday. I'll see you tomorrow when it is Friday.